Hey, it's your trainer, once again, Damien, coming to you from Punch. And today I'm going to show you how to wrap hands for the proper protection around your wrist, your knuckles, your thumb, and your palm. Come on over here and let me show you how we wrap hands. So we take a typical Punch citizen member, get their hand basically at a 90-degree angle. Make sure the wrist is flat and the fingers are wide. You don't want too much movement, any wobbling around. So basically when you wrap your hands, you want to put the seam down on the skin. So put it through the thumb, a little loop through the thumb, and get it going over the top of the wrist. What you're going to do is wrap around 3 times around the wrist. You're going to go above, on, and below the wrist. So let's start above, on the wrist, below the wrist. That's 3 times. Now we come back around and go around the thumb. Loop it around the thumb nice and smooth. Keep the full width of the 2 inches of the hand wrap. And always default back to the wrist when you go through a finger or a palm. So we default back to the wrist, come back around the top of the hand, and back through the bottom of the palm, and back to the wrist one more time. Reinforce the wrist with another wrap. Now we come around one more time, across the edge of the palm, and over the knuckles. Keep them real wide. Once over the knuckles, twice over the knuckles, go through the palm one more time and come back to the wrist. Always secure the wrist so we don't have this type of motion when we hit the bag. So I'm gonna go around her wrist 2 more times because we still have a lot of hand wrap left, and this is 180 inches of hand wrap. So once I do those 2 wraps around the wrist, I'm gonna come from the inside of the palm to the outside where the pinky is and the ring finger, in between there. And then I'm going to come through the middle finger and the ring finger. Now I'm going to support the wrist one more time, wrap it around, and then come through the index finger and the middle finger. Make sure you hold the wrap so it doesn't shrivel up or fold in half. Come around the palm one more time, maybe twice if you want. Then come around the palm, back to the wrist, through the palm again. The Velcro and wrap it around her wrist. And there you have one version of the wrap hands. Particularly, her wrist is not small and it's not big. Her palm is not too wide and it's not too thin. Some people's wrists that are very thin, you might have to wrap her 4 or 5 times. The main support comes around the wrist, the palm, and the knuckles. And once again, we'll come to you with more wraps for the men as well. Thanks.